Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be introducing my newest planner cover, which is this DaVinci that I got on Amazon. It was about $108 while it was on sale, and I think it's about 160 Australian dollars now. And it is such good value. If you're looking for an 11 millimeter binder, they also do, I think, 16 millimeter rings as well. So, but they usually come with a strap, which I'm not really a fan of straps these days and stuff. It came in this really, really nice box. And it came it was like professionally wrapped and everything like that. It came with like wrapped in this and stuff like that. And it was also in this little white box as well. And then it also came with inserts, which I have in here right now. And I was pleasantly surprised. I love this paper, this textured paper so much. And then it has kind of your information here. And then it came with lined, and then it came with checklists. Now, I was really excited about this, especially because it was cream, and I love that. But my fountain pens bled through really bad on here. And I'm trying to look around to see if I can find it. Let me actually grab it 1 second. Okay, so I did some testing. This was with my vanishing point, and look at that. That was so terrible. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be Tomo River paper, and this is the worst I've ever had with like anything. Even when there was issues like was it like 2025, 2024 with the paper, I never had issues like that bad with it. And I tried with like finer pens, and like my Pentel was fine on it, I think. Yeah, my Pentel was fine on it, but like any type of fountain pen, whether it was my Twisby, whether it was my vanishing point, whether it was like a thinner pen, whether it was my dip pen, like just like all of it was bleeding through and stuff. So I'm like very disappointed because I would have used this paper otherwise. And if I find a pen that works on it, like I definitely will. But yeah, it was really sad because this is really nice paper and stuff. But yeah, so it does come with that. So if you're with like gel pens or ballpoint pens, it's probably good, but not with fountain pens. And I wasn't expecting it anyway, so like I'm not that bummed out. So the leather is kind of like, to me, it feels more dry, which is really weird because this is supposed to be an oiled leather. I'm not complaining about that though, because I have Molden, which I'll show you soon, and I feel like that has a really weird texture to it. So I think I prefer this one better. It came smooth at the front, and then it has, are these supposed to be like stretch marks? I don't know much about leather too much, but these looks like stretch marks to me, rather than like just like textured, like normal cow texture and stuff. And then it comes with card slots in here, and then I have some texture in here and stuff. It has a slip pocket, and then it has another slip pocket at the back, and then my favorite type of pen loop, an adjustable one. And this one is definitely better made than my one in my AliExpress one, which I'll show you, but it still has the same kind of problem. Well, actually not when it's like fully extended, which because my pen's pretty thick, it's going to be like that type of thing. But like if you put it down a bit, you can feel the tab in here, and so it's going to push if you put something in the back there type of thing. But I don't usually put anything in the back, so I'm cool with that. 11 millimeter Kraus rings, and these are definitely Kraus rings because it says has the Kraus rings branding on it type of thing. And it's oh yeah, also it's very stiff. It has a really, really hard stiffener. I would assume that it's probably cardboard or something like that. And so it might not be to everyone's taste, because I know that there's people out there that don't like stiffener. And I usually don't want stiffener and stuff like that. But I will say that when I have it on a softer surface, I don't have to worry about trying to find something to press against and stuff like that, which I did kind of had to do a little bit with this one. It wasn't terrible, but like some leathers are just, you need to have something to press on the back, and I feel like this one is one where you can get away with not having that and stuff. So I will show my system in a second. It's not too different from my last video, but I'm really digging this cover. The color is, compared to like a Molden, it's more on the reddish side, and I feel like the Molden's more on the yellowish side. At least that's how it is to my eye, and also the light's going down, so yay for me. So yeah, this is more of a reddish, this is more of a yellowish. I do like this, like I think this is really cute, but it's also too chunky for me. And the type of bags that I use and stuff like that. And I also don't need this many card slots and stuff. And I also don't love that the rings move, which is funny because once upon a time I loved that idea, but I don't love that idea now. Also the pen, this little like thing, I know that's to protect the pen loop and stuff like that, or to like make it look more aesthetic, I guess. But sometimes it goes into like up near the zipper and stuff, and it's a pain. And then also because I use a thicker pen, sometimes it warps the look of the zipper and stuff like that type of thing. So yeah, I might end up selling this because I just haven't used it enough. And it's really funny because I waited so long for this, and yeah, I like it, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I definitely think I'm just like a really, really slim, compact, and simple kind of girl. And like this used to be like the version of compact, which is crazy. Anyways, and then I will quickly compare it to my AliExpress one. Somehow I put a big ass scrape on here, and I don't know how. I love the color of this still. And then this one also has pockets, which I do like. And I kind of explained this in the last one. I do think this is more functional, but like if you only have like one card, and I don't know what the hell you would put in here, but anyways, but if you only have one card, then this is perfectly fine. I do like that this has the built-in protectors, but because this has the stiffener, I don't think that the rings are going to show through on the other side, whereas in this one definitely would if it didn't have this extra layer of protection. And then yeah, it has the same type of pen loop, but this one is definitely done well because this one's cut all the way back here and this one's cut closer to the edge, and so this doesn't interfere with the inserts nearly as much as this one does. And also this is a thicker leather too, so this one's a little bit flimsy and stuff, which you can clearly see. It's not bad. Like I still think that this is worth the $77 that I paid. I think it was $77 I paid on or maybe it was the A5 that paid $77, so I can't remember. Anyways, I still think this is worth the money, especially if you can't get a DaVinci on sale and stuff like that. But what was I trying to say? Yeah, I like this. I really wish that like Me Plus could do like a 2-layered version of their planners and add these kind of things in. That would be so good. But I know that they kind of do one layer of leather and stuff, so it's not really possible. So I got a plane going in my house. But yeah, I really, really like this. So far, I can't say much more about it. I just freaking love it. I really like the color of it and stuff. I thought it was going to be it was going to take me a minute to like transition into like being used to being in this darker color, but I'm pretty much warmed up to this pretty much straight away and stuff. So I'm really happy with it. And then I will also just quickly show, I got my oh, hold on. I've got stuff in here that has my name on it. 1 second. I don't remember when the last time I showed you this, but they also have an A5 one from, this is the Amazon one, and this one has 3 pockets and then like 2 slip pockets, and it has also the protectors, question mark? Yeah, it does. The things, these are 15mm rings for A5, and it has 2 slip pockets here, and it used to have a pen loop, but I hated the pen loop because it wasn't one of those slip-in ones, so I cut it out. But like this, and this is really floppy leather, but I really like this as well. So I definitely think that if you want to get a slim planner and you don't want to pay like over like probably $80, then going to AliExpress is your best bet and stuff. But these DaVincis are really nice, so I will probably, if I was to buy, I'm kind of like in this era where I want to try all the different types of 11mm rings that I can find, because there's another company that starts with B on Amazon as well, and they have like undyed leather and dark brown leather and navy leather, and then I think they have one that's like black with like a wine color. I don't really like their wine colored texture of their leather, but anyways, but yeah, but there's like that brand on there, and then obviously there's Me Plus, and I also thought that, I was wondering if I sent VDS 16mm or like 11mm rings, if they would do a custom. So that was like something that also went to my head type of thing. But right now I'm like I'm just like thinking about all these different other options and stuff like that. But I really do like this, and it's going to be my planner for the foreseeable future while I do the testing in the personals. So I did get more IR4 paper, and so I printed out most of my insets in that. Now I decided I'm going to stick with these monthlies just because they're more compact and stuff like that, and I went ahead and numbered them all. And then I'm still in my weekly that I was in. Wait, that's not. I tried to from this chick. I tried to use some white pen to hide the logo, but it didn't work out very well. But anyway, still very much loving this. And then I decided to put my tracking into like a monthly tracker and stuff. And I believe this insert, I can't remember what insert was this Wise Coffee Break? Or was it the one that I edited from Lindsay Scribbles? Or Ghosting Pen, I should say. I can't remember at all. But I stole the grid from someone, so and the outline and stuff, and then I did all of the numbers and the writing and stuff like that, and then like the highlights and stuff like that. So, and I really really like this. This is basically how I do it in my Hobonichi weeks. So I'm happy with that, and I just pin the month, like the current month, to the back of the week that I'm on. So then it's easy to switch it. I only need one tab. And then I have my journaling, which, all right, right now I'm trying to decide whether I want it in this 5mm grid or in this, hold on, in this 5mm lined. I don't know. I've been bothered by my journaling and how it looks the last couple of days, and I just brought a extra fine Pilot Kakuno to test out if I would like it better if I was having thinner writing and stuff, because my writing in my finishing point with the fine nib is really thick on this paper. So we're going to try that out and see how that goes. But yeah, I basically just write the date, what I'm doing for the day. I try and like fill up this little space over here eventually, and then I just do like journal style type of things. So like yesterday I got this planner, so I wrote about that, and then like any notes and stuff like that throughout the day. And I got a couple of pages, and then I also have these from I had this from I think I got these in my Norfolk Filofax like way back when. I've sold it since, but I still have these sheets. Anyways, and so I just have one to-do list page, and that's it. And then I've got a handful of notes pages, and I can write scribble notes and stuff, and then I keep a couple of these, so then when I'm writing I can put them on top of it so then it doesn't smear to the other page and stuff. And I'm also getting a Me Plus band, like the page lifter with the band thing on it type of thing, and that should be coming either tomorrow or on Monday, so I will be happy about that. I'm just hoping that it will actually fit in here, but I do have a decent amount of room. So yeah, that is my planner, and I just love that everything is in one and stuff, though I am itching for the, I'm starting to think about doing journaling in a different way, but then also I don't want it out of my current system and stuff, but I feel like I don't know, I kind of want like a different dimension than personal for journaling and stuff. So I don't know, I may end up with like a Me Plus Franklin Covey compact at the end of the year and stuff, but right now I want to try and stick with personal as much. But I'm just kind of trying to experiment with different types of like grid and line paper and stuff like that to try and find something that's going to make me want to stay in personal size, because I am a one girl planner at a time, I think, even though I always end up in like 4 different things. But yeah, really liking this, and I like how compact it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.